Hello, welcome to another Feedback Friday. I know we should have been on YouTube and LinkedIn first and Facebook, but because of technical issues, we're actually having to come onto Instagram. So I'm just waiting for my guest to come. The title for today's Feedback Friday is how to get a UK teaching job after graduation. So I'm going to invite my guest straight away. So let me see if I can invite him. Farah Sian. Right, so this is what I do. Farah. My guest, so I've invited him. Let's see. So I've invited him, so he just needs to press the button. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Lucean, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. My goodness, technology, huh? We rely everything on internet, and
I mean, it's
sometimes it
incredible.
doesn't work. I'm so sorry about that. It's
No, no,
just
not a problem.
something's happened. Right. Okay. So basically, today's Feedback Friday. I can't even say my words. What it is, my laptop has gone very, very warm. I think that could be a reason why things are happening. I just realized now. Right. So basically, as mentioned in the thumbnail and in the stories that you've said, I have a very distinguished guest who is Oluseun. Now, what I would like to say is that he's going to introduce himself, so I don't need to do that. But the whole point of this show is basically for your benefit. So what's this got to do with you? If you'd like a UK university admission, all you need to do is to DM me direct. With regards to my job and even Oluseun's job, the purpose of when we actually talk to our followers or when we consult with our students, the whole point is we want you to succeed. He is very service driven. He is very active on LinkedIn, which is how I found him. Very active on LinkedIn. He's always out there for the betterment of students, international students in the UK. Would you agree, Oluseun?
Yeah, very much.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So
Yeah,
I'll make sure he talks all about that. But yeah, so yeah, let's just start. So tell me about yourself.
yeah. Thank you so much, Afsana, for the invitation. Please confirm you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I
All
can.
right,
Yes.
cool, cool. All right, so my name is Lucean. Well, a lot of people call me Sean because they're unable to pronounce my name so well. So I'm a senior lecturer at the Oxford Brookes University in the United Kingdom. I recently completed my PhD. I'm an incurable optimist. I love to help people. I love to impact my generation. Yeah, that's basically who I am.
Oh, he is a very humble dude. He's very modest because he's a fantastic achiever. Please, you've got to tell people about your scholarship, the
Oh, okay.
DAAD scholarship. Yeah, you
All
must
right.
tell them.
All right, good, thanks. So I got the DAD scholarship. I'm a DAD scholar. I got the DAD scholarship in 2019, and the DAD scholarship took me to the University of Regensburg, and more specifically to the International Real Estate Business School. So that's the second best real estate business school in the world, and I was quite privileged to be under very fantastic professors that I would only read about, and it was a great time. And then ever since then, the DAD scholarship had afforded me, greater opportunities around the world. I've won quite a lot of other scholarships and grants. I also won
Fantastic.
one in Germany, one in the US, one in about 4 or 5 in South Africa, one from Nigeria. So, well, it's always been about excellence. I'm driven by excellence. Yeah, so that's it basically.
Wow. So you must give a shout out of your state. So which part of the world are you from? And you must mention the state so we can give them a shout
Ooh,
out.
fantastic. I'm a very small boy from the remotest part in Nigeria. We call it Efualaye. So I'm giving a shout
Yay!
out to all my
Yay!
people from Efualaye,
There
Ekiti
you go.
State, the southwestern part of Nigeria. I'm Yoruba.
Fantastic.
I'm a Yoruba man. And I mean, for everybody who knows Nigeria, they know that the Yorubas, yeah, I mean, the Yoruba men are the best. Um, right, so yeah.
You should. I'm so glad you talked about Yoruba because I've actually done a live with a colleague in Yoruba.
Oh,
I'm not Nigerian, but my colleague Dr. Sumilola, she's actually spoken in Yoruba. So I will
oh,
send a link just to show you. It was
oh,
really refreshing.
yeah,
It's a very unique, sweet language, isn't it,
yeah,
Yoruba?
it is.
Very
It is.
sweet. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Right, so basically, I'm just looking at the question. So basically what it is this. I'm going to call you Sean if that's okay with you. So basically, his speciality is real estate,
Yeah.
not as an entrepreneur, but as an educationalist.
Yeah.
So he's now a senior lecturer at a UK university, and the whole point of this is not just to tell you that we have achievers, but the reason why I've actually contacted him was that he has been through many trials and tribulations to get a job in the UK. I'm sure you'll be able to say this to everybody.
All right.
Basically, he went through a lot.
Yeah.
And the whole point of this live is just for you to tell people that when you come to the UK, a
Yeah.
job isn't given to you on a silver plate.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to work towards it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could just tell people, Sean,
Yeah.
that when should students apply and what kind of hurdles or barriers that they would expect?
Oh yeah, definitely nothing good comes easy, and also to say that life doesn't give us, life never gives us easy options. Life is not McDonald's, it's not chicken licking and all
Yeah.
of that. So you are always you find yourself. Sorry, my camera holder is just keeps going
That's
down.
okay.
My apologies. All right,
That's
so
okay.
every phase of life, you find yourself competing with very smart guys from I mean different parts of the world, Chinese, Indians, Americans, British, and it's never easy. Getting to a phase, and crossing over from the phase. I always work with one currency, and that has always been resilience. I always have to keep my eyes on the ball, regardless of whatever it is that I'm going through. For someone like me, I got funding, scholarship at the inception of my PhD, but along the line, I lost my scholarship. I don't know what happened, and it was the beginning of my troubles. I was evicted at some point. I was kicked out of the university at some point, but I kept keeping on. I didn't give up because my eyes were just on the ball. And I never wanted to settle for anything less than the best. I never wanted to get to a point in life where I have to beg people to feed, to live life. I just wanted to be on my own and be successful. Apart from that, my father is a professor of real estate, and the stories out there were that I was living in the shadows, and I wanted to stand out. I wanted to carve my own niche, and that was one of my push factors also towards excellence. And in teaching, research, and community development, it's been awesome for me. I'm super happy for myself for all the things I've done for myself.
Oh. He's such a humble guy. Can you see? And it runs in his DNA. So teaching is actually in his blood, with his father being professor.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah, I'm sure he's very proud of you.
yeah,
Now, I just want to say, I'm sure as a senior lecturer at Oxford Brookes University, you do see international students coming through the door.
oh,
So
yeah.
is there any word of advice that you give them, so as in when they should apply for jobs or how to be prepared?
Oh,
Because you've
fantastic.
been there.
Yeah, been there, done that. So first, I started, before I absolutely got about three jobs, three opportunities, two in the UK and one in Hong Kong. But before all of this, it's important for people to understand from experiential knowledge. I'm sorry again, my camera. So I interviewed with about 11 universities, UK universities, before I landed two this year within 3 weeks. Um,
Wow.
and for me, it was quite an Herculean task. Basically, what I did, I know that there are peculiarities. We all have our very unique situations. I may not be able to go neck deep into advising on what it is exactly you need to do, but I can tell you this for free: get a mentor, someone that has been there, done that, someone that really understands what it is for you to secure a prestigious job of this nature. But basically, what I did in my own case was that before I completed my PhD, I had started to look out. I didn't wait till till graduation or even till completion before I started looking for jobs. I started to read through the requirements. I had to recalibrate my cover letter. I had to beef up, boost the chances of my CV. I did a fantastic CV, writing, and I wrote some exams in the UK. So here is it. Quite a lot of people that are trying to secure an opportunity in the UK don't know that they have to, in most cases, register for, be registered
Your
with a
body maybe.
profession, with a professional
Okay,
organization. In my own case, it was the RICS, the Royal
right.
Institution of Chartered Surveyors, and I didn't do this prior to the jobs I got, actually, and that was last year. So at the inception of the year, I sat down and I said to myself that there's something I'm doing wrong. So I
Mm,
went to LinkedIn and I went to check with all the international lecturers, I mean, African lecturers, Chinese, and I did see that indeed there are two things basically. One was all of them registered with a professional organization in the UK. And what that signals to your interviewers is that you're ready to settle in the UK. So it becomes easy peasy for you. It stands you
yeah,
out. Absolutely. When I registered, guess what? And I informed my first, the panel that interviewed me. I told them, look,
yeah.
I'm already registered with this organization. And what it simply did was to extend my contract. And
Wow.
yeah, and then second, they increased my salary. So that was one. Then the second job
Okay.
I got was the better job, with many opportunities and all of that. It was just easy peasy for me. The moment I got to inform them of my registration with the organization, professional organization in this case, I got the job. And the second thing, if you're planning to take up a lecturing job in the UK,
Yeah.
there's what we call the Higher Education Academy. I'd encourage that you register with
Oh,
become a fellow.
HEA. It's called HEA, isn't
Yeah,
it?
HEA,
Yeah.
HEA, yeah, yeah. So if you've got those two things, if you're registered with a professional organization, whether legal, whether real estate, whether built environment, whatever it is, um,
Any subject. Yeah,
yeah,
there's always a royal body or an
yeah,
association.
yeah, definitely.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, and one other thing I did in terms of my cover letter, I had to align with the requirements. It's what we call the essential requirements and the
Yeah,
desirable
desirable
requirements. Yeah.
essentials.
And
Yeah.
so I have my cover letter is about 4 or 5 pages. When I show people and they get
Mm.
screaming, how did you do this? And it's for the panel to see how you've indeed broken down or demystified how you really fit in into the essential requirement, how you fit in into the desirable requirement. And I mean, that was it. That was it for me.
Fantastic, brilliant.
Yeah,
So just to sum up what Oluseun said, basically, number one,
yeah,
no matter which subject you are, he's being very, as you can see, he's a senior lecturer, he's being very inclusive no matter which subject
yeah,
you are specializing in. In his
yeah,
field, it's real estate, which
yeah,
is a specialism.
yeah,
You know, it is a specialism. But basically, in a nutshell, you need to dust up your CV and your
oh
cover
yeah,
letter. It's very important.
yeah,
Match it with the job description. This is
yeah,
after graduation.
yeah,
And ladies and gentlemen, as our lecturer said, you need to start not after graduation, but a
yeah,
long time before.
oh yeah, definitely.
Another thing is that he said very important that you need to make sure you have a good mentor. And
Yeah.
at universities, would you agree, Oluseun, that your lecturers can be your mentors?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. My PhD supervisor, it's my super
And
mentor.
throughout the whole process.
He was always telling me, Sean, do this, speak this way,
Yeah,
speak this
because they
length.
know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And one other thing I must add to that, that really helped me was that I already had already established networks with a couple of friends who had already taken up lecturing positions in the UK, perhaps a year, 5 years before me, 4 years before me. So what I was doing basically was just asking them, tips on
How do
how,
you do it?
yeah, how to answer questions. For instance, when I was shortlisted, I was asked to develop a teaching session plan for 2 hours. So I had to speak to a couple of friends in the UK. How do you guys do this? And they took me through, and I mean, and it's just what it is about having good mentors, people who are going to just show you the path, and you rest assured you're going to get the job.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
And another thing that you just said is that if you are coming to the UK, being a member of the professional body for the particular subject that you are
yeah,
learning or you're actually studying does
oh,
actually help because it
yeah,
shows that you're up to date with your CPD, you're
oh, yeah,
up to date with the latest issues
yeah,
in your particular field,
yeah,
and also the network opportunities.
oh,
So
yeah,
that's really, really good.
yeah,
Now, I just wanted to say we have got some students who are actually in the who are watching us who've done BEds, which is great. Now, today we're actually focusing on teaching. Now, Oluseun, he's at the top right. I mean, you can't get any higher than a PhD. You got a postdoc, so that's
yeah,
right at the
yeah,
top of the tree.
yeah,
But as you know, in the UK, we have different types of teaching posts in different sectors. So whether it's
yeah,
primary, secondary, post 16, and also university teaching, like my
yeah,
guest here.
yeah,
Now, I'm sure Oluseun will concur with me that basically, if you have done a BEd, for example, or you're actually thinking of teaching, all you need to do is to contact me with regards to qualifying as a teacher in the UK.
yeah, yeah.
For example, we have other bodies like you may have to be a member of the QTLS.
Mm,
Which is the body where once you've actually just created a portfolio of
oh,
showing
yeah,
that you've done assessment,
yeah,
you've got a clean DBS, for example, and you're showing that you make an impact on young individuals or
oh, yeah,
whichever sector you're in, and
yeah.
then you can submit that and you can get QTLS. There's QTS and QTS. If you want more information, I need to talk to another teacher to talk about that
Ah,
sector.
yeah,
But yeah, in Oluseun's case, basically he did his PhD.
yeah,
So you're come here to do your MSc. From
yeah.
there, you can do a PhD. Now,
Oh,
Oluseun, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
ah.
Do you know what is the graduate route, the duration for PhD holders?
Graduation route or PhD,
Uh,
the duration,
yeah. So do you know how long it is?
the PhD?
Yeah, so basically, if you're in the UK and you've graduated from a master's or a bachelor, you
Yeah,
can stay in the UK for a further 2 years. But
yeah.
do you know how many years you can stay in the UK if you've completed a PhD? Do you know?
I think 5 years,
It's actually 3 years.
3 years.
It's
Oh,
actually 3 years. Basically, if you want to do a postdoc, you wouldn't do more than 2 years or 3 years. 5 years would
oh,
be a bit much because you probably move on because postdocs tend to be of a contractual nature.
oh,
So
yeah,
if you've done your PhD, ladies and gentlemen, for example, if you want to do a master's here through UK Bright Education, and then you want to aspire, like my guest here, to do a PhD, don't use your graduate route. Wait until you've done your PhD so you can do a postdoc in the UK, and
oh,
you will have 3 years.
yeah,
You bring your family, they will stay with you for that whole duration. So if you
yeah,
have children, they'll thank you for being in the UK to having a British education. So
yeah.
it's 3 years. It's 3 years. So
Fantastic,
I don't know if that
fantastic.
applies to you, but yeah, no, that's fine. Do you know about, did you need to have a tier two sponsor in your case? Because you're Nigerian, you're not are you British or are you Nigerian?
I'm gonna be British very soon.
You're
I'm
British.
Nigerian.
Okay, you're Nigerian.
I'm
So
Nigerian.
basically, you're Nigerian by
Yeah,
profession. Okay, so
yeah,
basically what it is that many universities are tier two sponsors.
yeah,
Like the NHS, all the hospitals all around the UK are tier two sponsors.
yeah, of
So if
course.
you're a nurse, you can come and be employed in the UK. The
Yeah,
same with educational establishments like universities. If you are top notch up there,
oh,
and
yeah,
if you would like to have a lecturing post in the UK, just look whether they are a tier two sponsor. Most of the time, they all employ the creme de la creme, like my guest here.
yeah,
If you have that intellect and you have those skills to fill that vacancy,
yeah,
they will sponsor you.
oh, yeah,
And not in Oluseun's case, but basically, if you go for a tier two sponsor, they'll sponsor you for up to 5 years,
oh, yeah.
and you can apply for PR and you can
Yeah,
stay in the UK.
in my own case, I was sponsored 5 years.
Oh, okay.
I was
So that
also
did happen
given,
to you.
pardon?
So that did happen to you. You were sponsored.
Yeah, for 5 years, and I was also given a relocation expense of to the tune of £8,000
Oh,
for
wow.
relocation. I mean,
Yes.
super amazing. I'm super
Yeah.
excited. Super excited. Yeah, super excited.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I really apologize if I put you on the spot. I didn't want to ask you,
Oh no, no,
but
no,
that's
not
how
a
I
problem.
just say it
No,
in
not a
the
problem.
way.
Not a problem.
Brilliant. Well, I hope that was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, the whole point of having Oluseun here is basically, as you can see, he is a success story. I'm not here as a salesperson, just selling, selling, selling. It gets a bit boring, as you know. If you don't see someone who you can relate to, you won't feel inspired. You're always watching, you're always following. But the whole point of this, he, just like myself, Oluseun, he is there every day, very active on LinkedIn. He's giving you lists of scholarships. He's giving you inspirational stories, his own stories of how many times he got rejected, how many times he applied, and then he got his job. He's also connecting with other followers on LinkedIn. This is what you do, isn't it, in your other side life?
Oh yeah, definitely. I go to the studio sometimes. I sing. I watch football.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
basically, and I'm an Arsenal
Okay.
fan.
Oh, no, no, that's really good. I mean, there's one post that you did that of you and your family to saying that
Right.
you are here
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
supporting family,
yeah,
which is very
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. They really supported me. Last year it was quite a very hectic one for me. I don't know if I ever told you that I almost committed suicide.
Oh,
To a
no,
point,
no,
yeah,
no.
I was almost giving up. But I am so happy that I didn't. I didn't do that. Just 6 months after that event, I am here today, and I'm super excited. I got two jobs in the UK, and I had two opportunities to choose from. I mean, that's super exciting, as my supervisor, my PhD supervisor would say. So it's the
Oh,
same. It's the same for everybody. I know that we're living in very hectic times, very uncertain times. But like I said earlier, my advice usually would be for young people, young folks to look out for mentors, people who have been there, done that. They would share their stories with you. Sometimes our stories could be very peculiar or unique, but definitely the insights inherent in their stories will still be very beneficial for your journey. Yeah, that's it basically.
oh, thank you so much, Oluseun. I wish you all the best.
Thank
And
you.
it's an exciting time in your life. It's
Yeah,
a fantastic university,
no, it's
Oxford
true.
Brookes University in the UK. It's
Yeah,
one of the best.
yeah,
And I wish you all the best. So
yeah.
thank you for coming. And I
Thank
hope to
you.
hear from you very soon.
All right, very soon. Thank you so much.
All right then. Take
Yeah,
care.
ciao, ciao. Yeah, bye.
Oh, so that's my guest. So you can stay or you can do whatever you want now. So basically, oh, he's going. Right. My goodness, I didn't know what to say. That if that is not motivational, I don't know what is. He has come from the ground up. He has come from the ground up. He's had many rejections. I've seen those linked. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you'll find all those posts. He has a fantastic family that supports him. He just said it online that he actually even thought about committing suicide. It's a big success that he's actually achieved right now. And I thought, if I don't share his success story, then you need that. We all need a bit of inspiration. I feel inspired already. I feel blessed already that I've come across such a intellectual individual who's come so far. Anyway, what's this got to do with you? I had to do the hard sell. What do you call it? TCA. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, I'm not good at business. Right. So what I want to say is this. If you feel inspired at all that you want to come to the UK to make a life of yourself, this is your time to change your life. Okay. This is your opportunity. If not now, when? Okay. Now the next admission deadline is January. After that, it could be April or maybe June. Okay. Now I'm only dealing with pre-masters. Okay. So you'd like a pre-masters admission followed by a master's. If you're coming here, you might as well here for the long game. Why not? Okay? And then there's many packs for doing that. Well, now you know what to do. If you'd like more information, DM me direct. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye. Peace.